Hi everybody, it's laundry day here at camp at my lake residence in the Chippewa National Forest in northern Minnesota at Lydick Lake, Lydick, and at a little camp called Bald Eagle Center, and it's free. All there is here is a fire ring, but there is a sandy beach, lake access, and trees, and a few clearings. If you have solar, like me. We didn't have much sun today. Here's another video, van build video, and I hope you enjoy it. This is what I decided on. I've got this old laminate flooring. There's nothing wrong with it. I took it up out of a remodel job I was doing one time. So anyway, it's maybe a little more than a 1/4 inch thick. You stack 5 or 6 of them together, you get the needed depth. And what I'll do is I'll just taper that. I'll rip them down as I need and cut it in strips and fill it in. I'll glue in between, and that'll call it good. I'll make sure as I'm doing it that I cover up that hole, which I don't need anymore, and I don't want mice getting in my truck, and I don't need that much ventilation. I've got little chase holes already for running wires underneath, and drain hoses, etc. underneath. That's it's a waterproof electrical cable there on the left, and on the right that's a PVC covered conduit for 12 volt low voltage conduit that runs underneath and comes up over there. I don't know if you can see that other hole. Let me zoom a little bit. Comes up right there on the other wheel well, and that was something the previous owners had done to accommodate their industrial application that they use this truck for. This, if you don't already know, once was a sewer inspection vehicle. You see here yesterday where I glossed, put that clear polyurethane water base on this, and I'll go over that with water sealer, Thompson's product, and we'll have to, there will be an aluminum channel here for the bed to land on. Just an L, you'll see it, I'll show you. And the bed will land on it, and when I flip it up to take a shower or access the storage underneath, it'll have some place to rest on. I'll just use this piano hinge that I've had. I built this table a long time ago to play poker on, and I don't need it anymore, so I use this piano hinge, repurpose it to make my bed. This wood is just about the right thickness. Okay, first thing I need to do is set this up. I set this up on the end of my, what I'm using as a work table, a piece of MDF. I clamp 3 pieces down together. They don't have to be even. Clamp it on both sides, and I'll just use my circular saw to rip down 2-inch strips, and I'll do that 3 times. These are about 8 inches wide, it looks like. So I'll cut 1.5 2-inch strips, and that should give me enough. The 1, 2, 3, 4. I may have to cut some more, but that will give me enough taper, and then I can just lay flat boards. If I need more height, I'd be able to lay a flat board across all of it. And I'm gluing it with Power Grab, Loctite heavy duty 375. I'll see which one works better. These are both getting kind of old. I've had them for a while. This one I think was opened about a week ago. Should be still good, and I need to use them up, so I'll just use the Loctite products, Power Grab exterior construction adhesive, And then this 375 construction adhesive. Interior and exterior use. This really doesn't matter. This is exterior only. It really doesn't matter because it's underneath the floor. So it may let off some of the what they call the organic compounds, VOCs, volatile organic compounds. But I'm 57. Sorry about the backlight. I'm 57, and a few volatile organic compounds might be good for me. Okay, now this is turning out to be quite the jigsaw puzzle, but I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it's thicker here than it is here. And this is laminate flooring. It's probably 10 years old, and I've had it in storage. So what's happened is some moisture got to it and is wicked up and made that thicker on this end and lower on this end. So in this application, it really works to my advantage. So what I have to do is I have to figure out the thick ends and set those where it needs to be wider. And I don't know if you can see that, but that's what's happening here. I can put the thick ends in the towards the edges, and my jigsaw puzzle pieces, I've got about, I don't know, 40 pieces, 50 pieces to fit together here. Now if I was smart, what I would have done, I would have scribed each one and on the end, and then left a 1/4 inch gap, and then just filled that in with a piece of Luan or some more of this flooring. This is not the flooring that's going in the van, by the way. It would work, but I've got some other stuff that's rubber. I can't remember the brand name of it, but I've got it in my kitchen. I like it, so I had some left over, and I'm going to use it. But that'll be coming up. You know, people ask me, Andy, you're only 57. How can you retire at 57? You've never made a ton of money, or hope you can see all that. Had fantastic jobs. Well, I can retire. I saved a lot of money, and I put my money in investment accounts, and I bought and sold houses, and I fixed them up. That's how I wound up with all this stuff. This is what I'm using to build the van. You know, I'm not the smartest man on the planet, but I'm very frugal. So I use things like this. Instead of going to the lumber store and buying new lumber, I'll use up these scraps. And that, you know, probably save me 20 bucks. Plus $20 driving there and back. So, you know, over the course of a lifetime, that adds up. I went to garage sales. I bought a lot of building materials. But I would buy houses, fix them up, sell them, make 20 grand. And I did that a few times. A few times I've made more than 20 grand. So, and I was a successful real estate appraiser, general real estate appraiser, and that opened a lot of opportunities for me. I was not a successful realtor. I tried to be a real estate agent, but my personality wasn't such that conducive to that. So that lasted about 8 years or 9 years, and I was an appraiser and realtor at the same time. It was kind of difficult to transition, wear different hats in the same day sometimes. So anyway, that's how I can retire. I don't have a pension. I just have savings. And I didn't buy a $45,000 or $50,000 RV. I bought this one. This was a truck. It's a E350 Super Duty, 12-foot box van. It's about 6.5 feet wide, I think. It's not the widest. I always try and figure a different way to do things that may be better and may save money, even if it takes a little more time. that's what I'll do. So anyway, we're going to continue on with this. I'm not going to fill it in all the way. If I want, I can go get a can of that foam stuff and spray in here in between. I don't need to because it's supported enough in between there. So I'm just going to continue on doing this. But thanks for watching. Well, here's the finished product on the bottom. This stuff, heavy duty, don't let it freeze. Don't let that freeze. It turned into, it's set. It's still pliable, but so I ran out of adhesive, so I just used some screws. Doesn't matter, this is all going to be sandwiched down under the floor. So now we're going to flip it over and put it in its final resting spot. See where I had to drill through the floor. I couldn't use my little square thing because it just wouldn't work logistically. I couldn't use the square hole. I'll fill that in. Okay, something stuck. I can stand in it. Some of the adhesive came loose, but I think we can call that good. Now I'll just put some aluminum bracing around it so it doesn't move. It shouldn't move anyway because the drain will hold it in place. It shouldn't move. I'll put a couple braces around it, maybe just in the corners, and that'll be good. Alright, thanks for watching that video. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, do all that. It helps me out, helps me grow my channel, and I'm getting better at editing these. See you in the next one.